Hi everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning. In today's video, I would like to do a case study question from Arithmetic Progression, which is an important question. So let's see what it is. In order to organize an annual sports day, a school prepared an 8-lane running track with an integrated football field inside the track area as shown below. So you have got a football field inside, okay, a running track, within the running track. The length of the innermost lane of the track is 400 meters, and each subsequent lane is 7.6 meter longer than the preceding lane. So the innermost lane is of length 400 meters, and each of the subsequent lane is 7.6 meter longer than the preceding lane. Now, based on this information, answer the following question using the concept of arithmetic progression. The first one, what is the length of the sixth lane? Now, we have the starting, right? The first length of the first lane. Now, that is the first term that we need. So, the first question would be, you know that the first element in an arithmetic progression is denoted by, the first term is denoted by A. And here the innermost lane length is your first, the starting of the arithmetic progression, which is nothing but 400 meters. So A is nothing but your 400 meter. And beyond 400, okay, so here you have, this is a 400, this is 400 plus 7.6 meter long, and then plus, so each and every lane is plus 7.6 meter longer, okay. So that is the common difference. So D is nothing but your 7.6 meters. This is your common difference. Now you have to calculate the length of the sixth lane, which is nothing but A6 is what you have to calculate, right? This is nothing but the length of your sixth lane, right? Is nothing but, it's given by A6, which is nothing but A plus N minus 1 into D. What is A? 400 plus what is N? N is nothing but 6. So 6 minus 1 into D is 7.6, right? So it's 400 plus 5 multiplied by 7.6. So what is 76 into 5? 38, right? So 400 plus 38, which is nothing but your 438. The unit is meters. Okay, so that's the first answer, right? It's done. The second one is, how long is your 8th lane than the 4th lane? How long? So you have to calculate the length of the 8th lane. You also have to calculate the length of the 4th lane and then find the difference. So let us do the second one. So what will be the length of the 8th lane? Which will be A8, will be equal to A plus N minus 1, right? So 8 minus 1 into D. So what is A? A is nothing but your 400 plus 7 multiplied by your D is nothing but 7.6. So you'll have to calculate this. So 76 into 7. 53, right? So it's 53.2. So 453.2 is the length of your 8th lane, right? Then you have to calculate what is the 4th lane, right? So A4 is nothing but, I'm going to write it directly, A plus 3 into D. What is A? 400 plus 3 multiplied by 7.6. So this is nothing but, you have to calculate 76 into 3. 22.8. So 422.8, right? So this is again meter, this is again in meter. Now what are you asked? How long is the 8th lane than that of the 4th lane? So you'll have to do the difference. So the difference is nothing but A8 minus A4. So what is A8? 453.2 minus 422.8. So let's do this difference. Okay, so it is 4.03. So it's nothing but 30.4 meter. That is the answer for your second question. Okay, so how long is the 8th lane longer than the 4th lane? It is 30.4. The third one, while practicing for a race, a student took one round each in the this is one, okay, so let me just correct it. This is one round. Okay, this is 1. 1 round each in the first 6 lane. Find the total distance covered. So what is given? You are given while practicing for the race, a student took 1 round. Okay, so this is 1 round. Okay, this is 1 round each in the first 6 lanes. Find the total distance covered by the student. So very easy. The total distance covered, you'll have to just find the sum, right? Sum of the total distance. So the third part is nothing question. A student took 1 round each in the first 6 lanes, right? So find the total distance. So the total distance covered by the student in the first 6 lanes is nothing but, it's given by S6. What is the formula? It is nothing but n by 2 multiply now 2a plus n minus 1 into d, right? So here what is n? N is nothing but your 6 by 2 multiplied by 2 into a is nothing but your 400 plus again n is nothing but 6 minus 1 5 into d is nothing but your, what is your d? 7.6, right? So your d is nothing but 7.6 meters. So let's calculate. So it's 3 multiplied by 800 plus 76 into 5, 38. Right, so it's 3 multiplied by 838. So it's 2514 meters. So that is the total length. So what was asked? In the first 6 lanes, right? Find the total distance covered by the student if he took 1 round each in the first 6 lanes. So that is nothing but 2514. Okay, now let's see the OR choice here. A student took 1 round each in lane 4 to lane 8. Find the total distance covered by the student. This is the same question, so just ignore it. Okay, so a student took 1 round each in lane 4 to 8. So what does that mean? So let us calculate total lane 4 to lane 8. Okay, so the total distance covered would be, so this is your fourth question. The total distance covered by the student from your lane 4 to lane 8 will nothing be, you have to find the difference between the 8th lane, total distance that 4 he has already covered, right, minus the remaining 3, right? Totally 8 minus 3 will give you what is the distance covered from 4 to 8, right? So now see, so for example, let me tell you. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then 7 and 8. Okay. So you have to find out what is the distance covered from the 4th to 8th. Right. 4 to 8. So what will you do? 8 total is 8, that is S8 minus the 3, right? 1, 2 and 3 minus S3. It will give you the total distance covered from 4 to 8. Okay, so this is because I want you to clearly understand why is it not S8 minus S4. Okay, so you have to find the total sum minus subtract the distance from 1 to 3 will give you the distance covered from 4 to 8. Right, now it is very easy, just substitute the formula for your S8. This is nothing but, the sum of S8 is nothing but 8 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 is nothing but 7 into d is 7.6. Correct? Okay. So, what is your a? A is nothing but 400. So, 4 into 2 into 400 plus, what is 76 into 7? 42, 2, 4, 53. Okay, so you're getting 53.2. Okay, so it's 4 multiplied by 853.2. Just multiply it with 4. So you'll get 8 4 30, 33, 34. Okay, so it's nothing but your 3412.8. This is the total distance. Now let's calculate what is S3. So 3 by 2 multiplied by 2 into 400 plus 2 into 7.6, right? N minus 1 into D. So this is nothing but 3 by 2 into 800 plus, so it's nothing but 3 by 2 multiplied by 815.2. So, okay, so it's 3. Okay, so 122.3 meters. Okay, now let us calculate. What is S8 minus S3? Is nothing but 3412.8 minus 1221.3. So 0.51912. 2191.5 approximately. Okay, so this is the total distance. Is it clear? Do try it out yourself. Otherwise, there is another way of doing this S8 minus S3. Let me show you how. So S8 minus S3 is nothing but, you can write it as 8 by 2 into 2A plus 7D, right? Minus 3 by 2 into 2A, just expand it, plus 2D. Am I correct? Yeah. So this will give you 4 into 2A plus, we are just simplifying it without substituting the values. Okay. So here if you take 2 common out, you will get minus 3 into A plus D. Okay. If you take 2 common out from 2A plus 2D, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Now let's let's just solve it. So 8A plus 28D minus 3A minus 3D. I think this is a much simpler way to do. 8A minus 3A is nothing but 5A plus 25D. Now you substitute finally. What is 5 into, what is your A? 400 plus 25 into what is your D? 7.6. Now let's calculate. 5 fours are 20. The other two zeros gets cancelled. That gets added. 76 into 25. So 30, 03, 38, 15. So 0, 1, 9. Okay, so it is 1900. So you are, what are you getting now? 1900, but I have to put a decimal point. So it is nothing but 2190 meters. This will be the answer if you are solving it without all those decimal points. So this will be the final answer. This is the answer for the last one. Okay, just ignore this question. Okay, the last question is not needed. It's the repeat. Okay, so this question was asked in 2025. Okay, you have to be very careful. One very important thing that I would like to do when I would like to say to all of you who are who will be answering such questions or who are preparing for your exams that are due tomorrow, is that it is very important that once you substitute the values, right, S8, right, you should already be knowing that what is the formula for Sn. It's nothing but n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, right? So this will be the sum of the n terms, sum of the first n terms. Okay, so you have to write the formula, and when you're calculating these values, right, you have multiplication, you have to put the decimal point. These are calculations which have to be done very, very carefully. Please take your time and do it. Okay, all the very best. See you all in the next video. Thank you.